there's obviously different types of relationship. You obviously can't have a marriage type relationship with more than one person because it isn't enough of you to go round, I guess, more than one person. But you can have a level of relationship if you're more self-aware and willing to enter into an unconditionally loving relationship in which then your motive for the relationship is for the benefit of the other person. You know, love in an unconditional sense. You know, freely we've received. God said, Jesus said, you know, new commandment I give unto you, love one another as I've loved you. Now, that obviously includes marriage, but it also includes friendship. It obviously includes loving the world. It includes creation. It's not limited. And I think, obviously, you can't have a level of relationship with everybody in the world, not possible. But if we do have friends, family, there's got to be a level of connection in those relationships, which is an outworking of the relationship you have with God. And I'm not saying it's easy, because in some of those relationships, they may be broken, you know, which means it's very hard if they're one-sided, or if there's damage from the past, or there's hurt, or other things that have happened in those relationships. That makes it more difficult, because therefore someone is not going to open up their heart to you because they feel hurt, or they might feel they're protecting themselves. You know, we all have the ability to put up protection mechanisms to keep ourselves safe. But actually what it does, it locks us in a prison, which keeps us from connecting. But obviously you don't trust everybody to the same degree as you obviously trust God, because some people may have an agenda, and you may have already been hurt by other people's agendas, which makes you somewhat careful about guarding your heart from being hurt and damaged. But you don't want to carry on that in life, which is why forgiveness is so important, because when you choose to forgive, you cancel the debt of the previous trauma or experience or whatever was done to you, in which you're asking God to heal you and make your heart soft again rather than hard. Because what happens generally when we get hurt, we harden our heart. We get trampled on. Our heart is trampled on by somebody, and they harden the ground. It's like you don't plant seeds in the path that everyone's been walking over. You plant it in the cultivated soil that's ready and able to receive the seed and therefore enable it to grow. But a lot of us have, our hearts are trampled down from our past experiences, and therefore nothing really gets in because it's hard. Now, I think forgiveness and true forgiveness softens our heart again, and then makes it able to be hurt again, you know, which is like some people, I don't want to go there again. But at the end of the day, if you're not able to be hurt, you're not able to feel. So you can't love somebody to the degree that God wants if you're protecting your heart and afraid of being hurt, which is why I chose to love unconditionally and become vulnerable, even though I was opening myself up to the potential of being hurt. But I knew it was the only way. I couldn't hold back if I was going to be able to create a place and environment where this relationship couldn't grow and flourish. But I couldn't hold, you know, that fear. Now, the other side of that is, you know, that's eventually two people have to get to the point where they're equally willing to surrender at that level and love one another.